Sure. National TV tonight on the MLB Network. Padres and Nats. Looking at the Odds Logic live odds screen right now, I'm seeing San Diego minus 160, minus 165. If you don't shop around, it's minus 170. That's why we always want to shop around for the best of the number. Take back on the Nats in the plus 145 range. Total 8.5, a little bit of juice to the over. Again, national TV tonight on the MLB Network. And this was as one-sided as a one-sided series gets last year. The Padres faced the Nats 6 times. They won all 6 games, and they averaged more than 7 runs per game while doing so. The 3 games here at Petco, 7-6, 9-7, 8-5 a year ago. Last night's game at Petco, 10-6. So every game between these two teams on this field since the start of last year, the losing team has scored at least 5 runs, and every game has gone over the total by at least 5.5 runs. 3 7.5s last year and 8.5 last night. Washington's an interesting team to talk about right now. They had an 11-game losing streak right here in June, but they're 3-2 in their last 5, including a win in LA against the Dodgers and last night's win here in San Diego. So you go, Washington 3-13 their last 16 games. They're ice cold. Well, no, they're not. They're 3-2 in their last 5. I'll call that good current form, not an extended skid. And of course, yesterday, 15 hits for the Nats, and they snapped that skid against the Padres that had dated back to 2023. Now, Washington's been okay off a win this year. They've been okay at stringing together wins, 14-18 off a W, 440 ball off a win, 420 ball off a loss. Not a team we can't back off a win like Miami or the White Sox, and all their high leverage relief arms got last night off. Worth noting, there were 5 dingers at Petco last night, the ball carrying a little bit. The weather expected to shift slightly. The wind was blown out to right last night. It's going to be more this way towards first base today, for whatever it's worth. That being said, the Nats did lose their catcher, Keibert Ruiz, in the 4th inning last night. He got hit by a foul ball in the dugout. That's not always a great thing. Before I talk about the starting pitching matchup for this one, I do want to talk about $5 Tuesday. Again, every capper at Wager Talk with a $5 best bet for today, including myself. Visit my page, wt.buzz/TC. But what I really want to talk about today is the coupon code, NEW29. This is for any new client, someone who's never bought Wager Talk before. For the next 3 days only, we're giving new customers exclusive access for just $29 for 3 days. That's less than $10 a day. And you can decide how you want to use it. You want to stick with your favorite capper for 3 days, you got it. Maybe you want to mix things up and choose the Flex Pass option. You can do it that way. But new 29 at checkout will get you 3-day all access for less than $10 a day. Again, that's an offer only for clients who have never bought from wagertalk.com before. So Trevor Williams is not a starter that I trust. And each of his last 3 starts have been solid. That being said, who'd he face the last 3 starts? The Rockies, the Marlins, the Rangers, all versus weak lineups. Every time Williams has faced a decent lineup, just about every time he faced a decent lineup, he's been lit up. And Padres offense, they've scored 5 or more 4 times their last 5 games. They've scored 5 or more 6 of their last 8 at home. And let's not forget, when it comes to bullpens for Washington, it's certainly not a strong pen full season, and that bullpen has been used extensively over the last 2 games. I don't know that I trust Ryan Berger all that much either. He pitched last Thursday, 2 4 2/3 against the Dodgers, gave up 3 hits and just a walk in that contest. But the length isn't there for this young hurler. Last night, they used their bullpen extensively. Kolek only lasted 4.1. And I'm not convinced that Berger's a guy that's going to eat up 6-7 innings tonight. So there will be a fair bit of San Diego bullpen this evening. So where does that leave us? Well, I think you've guessed it already. I'm looking at overs. Padres team total over 4.5, minus 110. Full game over 8.5 for the 2 teams. And I would split my wager between those 2. I think San Diego's going to get theirs, and I think the full game is going to get theirs. So Padres team total over, Padres Nationals full game over. That's what I like on Tuesday night in this national TV broadcast on the MLB Network.